Hi everyone, this is Deep here. I'm a holistic health coach. I'm NASM Certified Personal Trainer, Certified Yoga Instructor. I'm an entrepreneur and blogger. And I'm also co-founder of Glamour and Purpose brand. And I just want to welcome you today to your Radiant Women session, retreat session. And today we will be talking about a very special topic, and it's body image. And so people have, both positive, negative body images. So we will be talking about this very special topic that's really dear to me. So what is body image? So body image refers to how an individual sees their own body and how attractive they feel themselves to be. So many people have concerns about their body, and these concerns often focus on weight. It could be skin, it could be hair, or the shape or size of even a certain type of part of the body, like, arms or legs or however. So yes, so body image is basically how attractive you feel or how confident you feel with who you are and how you look. So this is basically, I just want to share my story. While growing up, I was a very skinny child. All throughout my teens, right up till like my early 20s, I was a very skinny child. If you see me or here, yes, that's me. And that's a good picture of me actually back then. And I had to really deal with the body shaming issue because while I was growing up, I had my family, friends, relatives, everybody tell me that I was nothing. I was like, too skinny. So everybody was like, "Oh, tell my mom that your younger daughter is beautiful," and they would say stuff like I had at one point I was like standing in my school and I had like all my classmates gather around me, looking at my legs and laughing how skinny they were, and I really was dealing with this body issue, image issue actually at that time. And I was very low in confidence. I had no self-worth, basically. I was feeling very like cornered all the time. And I was really dealing with this, and it didn't help. The culture I'm in, as a girl, you have to be gorgeous, otherwise it's just not done. You're just not worth it. So so it was just like throughout my like teens and early 20s, I was like constantly on the show. So how I coped with that was basically I became a back person. I just wanted to be somebody who's never noticed and who's just not out there. And even in my 20s, so I actually, in my early 20s, I started doing physical education. I started working out, like running and more cardio stuff, and eating like 5 times a day. And I put on, what do you call that? I put on weight, and I was so happy that I finally put on weight. And then I just didn't know where to stop, and I put on even more weight. And so the issue is like, I was like, once I'm fat, I'll be happy. And I wanted to be fat, so I did that. I became fat, and not exactly fat, but I was definitely not my ideal weight. And I felt like this is not it. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling energetic. I'm not feeling healthy. And so that was like a whole different area I was in. And at that point, again, I was dealing with the body image issues, self-worth issues. So something that really changed this for me was I did this personal development course back in 2010. It's called Landmark Forum. And in this course, it's funny, they actually asked me to share with my partner who was sitting next to me, that share what's your, what do you call that? What's your biggest fear? And I was like, I'm not going to share with this person that I feel like I'm ugly. Of course, he's going to look back and say like, yeah, you are. So that was like my biggest fear, like having to deal with that. But I was there, and it's like, when everybody is doing something together, you get that courage. So I did it. I shared with this person sitting next to me that this is how I feel, and that I feel like I'm an ugly person. And then this person who was sitting next to me, he was really, really amazing guy. And he shared, like, authentically about whatever he was dealing with. And I was like, wow, this wasn't that bad. And it was during that course that I actually, like, took the steps to realize that it was not just the environment that I had self-worth issues or the confidence issues, or like, just feeling really ugly all the time, feeling like I need to vanish. It was also what I was saying to myself. It was also what I did to myself back then. So I had to take responsibility for that. Basically, I had to take responsibility for the fact that, yes, everybody said that, but at some point I accepted it and I took it on like it's the truth, and which basically created my reality. So I would dress up like an ugly person, or a person who's like doesn't have confidence, no self-worth, and I would do stuff. I would never put myself out there. I would never take care of myself. What's the point? I am like that, right? So all of that, I had to check the impact on my work life, on my confidence, on the way I was, what do you call that? On the way I was basically living every single day, and the way I was dealing with people, um, the way I was participating, because I wasn't participating at all. I wasn't doing any hobbies. I wasn't traveling much. I wasn't eating healthy. I wasn't like, I was just hiding. So I had to take a look at that impact, because in the end, it is my life, right? So that's something that I had to look at. I had to take full responsibility. And I have to tell you, it's after, once I finished the course, I fell in love with myself. I fell in love with myself, and I started taking care of myself from there. I started honoring myself. I started believing in, like, whatever I was doing, I started feeling good. And then that transformed my life. That just, like, took me to the whole new level. And I basically became somebody who everybody was saying, oh my gosh, you're beautiful, or you're sexy. And trust me, while growing up far away from the truth, I never thought anybody would call me beautiful or sexy, or that I am, like, oh, you're gorgeous. Like, so all of that stuff happened when I basically transformed how I was feeling about myself, how I was thinking about myself, what I was saying to myself every single day. So yeah, so your journey is personal to you, and there are times when family, culture, they all play a huge role. And it's possible that you have accepted at some point that this is who you are. But that's not the truth, right? We are creators. We can create anything we want, right? And at that point, when I was growing up, if somebody said that to me, I wouldn't believe it. But now when I've gone through all of this, I can totally say that, we are our own creators. And what we say to ourselves every single day really, really matters. If you start feeling beautiful, if you start feeling confident in yourself, everybody will start noticing that. And seriously, if you're confident in who you are, if you have self-worth, that's like, I know who I am beautiful, I'm gorgeous, I'm confident. That's it. Everybody else is going to say that to you. And that was like my biggest breakthrough. That was my biggest breakthrough in my journey when it comes to getting from there to, this person who's gorgeous and wearing this purple dress. So yeah, I had to take a huge, like, I had to deal with it. And for the first 27 years of my life, this was my life. I was living in that story until I transformed it, until I took responsibility for it. Because whatever happens when it comes to self-worth, it's all about us. It's all about, like, how we see ourselves. That matters. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what your family says, what culture says, what what you think is possible or what anybody has ever said to you, that, oh, your legs are like this, or your arms are like this, or your face is like this, or whatever. Like, it's what you say to yourself that's important. Nothing else matters. So that's what I really, really got. So how do you feel? A healthy body image means you feel comfortable in your body and you feel good about the way you look. And this includes what you think and feel about your appearance, how you judge your own self-worth. A negative body image can cause a lot of issues. So if you have a negative body image, you can end up having eating disorders or depression or anxiety, lower self-worth, hormonal issues. And trust me, I had each and every one of them. I had eating disorders. I was highly addicted to sugar. I used to drink, I'm not kidding, 2 liters of Coke every single day. I had depression. I was like taken to the doctor, and basically she said that, you're depressed. And I was given medicine just to calm down my brain. And then anxiety, I was dealing with high levels of anxiety. I had zero self-worth. It wasn't even lower. It was just not there. And then hormonal issues. I had hormonal issues. And to be honest, all of this stuff happens when you kind of like accept whatever everybody else is telling you. And if you have that kind of negative image for yourself. So why negative image? Just like I was sharing, like with what happened with me, it could be culture, family, friends, they all convey positive and negative messages about your body. And then the media plays another huge role in influencing person's body image and what the ideal body should look like. And it's pretty unnatural as well. So you really want to see where the negative image is coming from. And then the fashion industry sets a whole unhealthy example when it comes to, what a person should look like. And if you see those models and everyone, a lot of them are underweight. They're dealing with a lot of other body issues. So yeah, negative image could happen from anywhere basically, but you want to reflect and consider, if you do have negative image, then where is it coming from? So you can actually transform that. So how to create a positive image? So when it comes to having an uplifting image, what is it that you can do, right? First is honor yourself every single day. Raise your vibration, surround yourself with people that are uplifting. Eat well. When you're eating well, you're honoring yourself. You feel good about yourself. Your body is functioning better, and you wake up happy if you're eating healthy. And so eat well. Work with health coaches or get guidance. Join a group class, fitness class, whatever works for you. Do something special for yourself each day. This is my favorite. So you want to do something special for yourself each day. It could be getting that chocolate that you like, or wearing your favorite dress. Or for women, oh my gosh, you have to go lingerie shopping, because that is really going to be worth it. You have to do something special for yourself every single day. You want to wear good stuff. You want to honor your body. You want to dress up. You want to take care of yourself. And for me, I love nail paints. I know it's not very bright right now, it's a blue one, but I love this. I love to dress up. I love dresses. So I like to do that. I like to dress up, and I love earrings and shoes and heels. So you want to see, what is it that you love doing? Be in the nature, go for a walk in the nature, uplift yourself. Another physical activity, oh my gosh, this is so important, and it's going to transform your life. You want to do some kind of physical activity. You want to either start running, cycling, biking, or whatever works for you, swimming, whatever makes you happier. You want to indulge in that. Dance is another way of doing it. It produces endorphins and it makes you happy. It makes you confident. And more than that, it gets you grounded in who you are. So you really want to do that. It helps with weight loss, weight gain, whatever your goal is, doesn't matter. But more than that, it's going to get you grounded. You're going to start feeling stronger. And that's just so, so valuable. So you want to do that. And it's great for muscles and bones too. This is one of the most important one, personal development. So when it comes to your image or transforming your body image, personal development is so important. Because see, up till now, you have listened to certain kind of stories, you have accepted certain kind of things about yourself. And to transform that, you want to do some kind of growth. Because unless you rewire yourself, how are you going to live a new reality? So for that, you got to read something new. You got to communicate. You got to communicate to people that love you, that you love, that this is what I'm dealing with. You want to, or you can do personal development courses. There are so many different kinds of courses. My favorite is Landmark Forum. It's a 3-day course. It's online now completely. So you can check, but it's going to transform your life. That's the course that I did. And I've never looked back. I have always been developing myself, and that became kind of like my value, constantly like working on myself, breaking through those past patterns, breaking through those stories that I have about how should I look or who am I basically, and what's possible for me. So all of that happens when we start growing, because whatever stories we accepted, they're not going to just go away. It's default. So to create new stories, to create new ways of thinking, to create a new way of living, you have to do this for yourself. You have to invest in personal development. So do that. And if you want to know what Landmark Forum is or how to find you, I will put the link in the messages, in the description, so you can actually check it there. So with the books, this book I read like 15, 20 years ago. It's called Conversations with God, book 1 by Neale Donald Walsch. If you haven't read it, buy it. It's going to blow your mind. It is so amazing. Like, I mean, what I had to expect out of my life, what I think I was worth, what I think was possible for me, it changed just while I was reading that book. It's so transformative. You have to get that book for yourself. So I'll put that book's name as well in there. So definitely investing in yourself is something you really have to do. This is something that you want to check in with yourself if you're comparing. So no comparison. Comparison is thief of joy. It totally is. If social media is something, when you look at it, it brings you down, do a social media detox, get away from it. And that's going to really help. Like for a week, just no phone, no Instagram, no Facebook, just don't do it. Especially when you wake up in the morning, don't pick up your phone and start looking at Instagram and be like, oh my gosh, I wish I looked like that. Because to be honest, I have done it. I know it happens, when you look at that, it's like, oh my God, you're instantly judging yourself as compared to whatever. And so, no, especially early in the morning, you don't want to be using your phone. The first hour of the morning, you want to just affirm something amazing. You want to spend time with yourself. You don't want to, comparison, anything you feel like you're comparing yourself to, cut it out, so that you don't have to, constantly have to deal with this. Another thing that really helps is to combat this is gratitude. So if you feel like that you want to change this comparison thing as well, start writing 3 things, journaling 3 things every day that you love about yourself, or 3 things that were amazing that happened that day, or 3 things that just anything that you love about your life, about yourself, about your body. Just journal it at night or in the morning when you wake up. That is going to put you on a higher vibration instantly. And once you're being thankful for something, we attract more of that. So if you're being thankful for, say, oh my gosh, I love my hair, they're really long. I love my whatever, like I love my eyes, I love my body, I love my legs, whatever you want to say. you want to journal that, you want to affirm that to yourself, and you want to attract that energy of love into your life. So yes, so definitely no comparison. And then affirmations. So just like I was sharing before, what story are you telling yourself each day? Because that is your meditation. Whatever we say to ourselves every single day, and I have to practice it every single day. Even now, there are times when I'm feeling like really low, and that default kicks in. It's like, oh my gosh, you look better like 5 years ago, or you should have just done this, you shouldn't have eaten this, or you should. And that's a default. It's always going to be there, you know, but you want to catch that. You want to take responsibility that what story are you telling yourself each day? Because whatever story you're telling yourself is what's going to become the reality. And so you want to write a story that you want to see in your life. So you want to affirm things that you want to happen. For example, once I did once I started on my personal development journey, I started affirming, and every single day I would tell myself I'm beautiful. Even though if I didn't feel so, I would say I'm beautiful, I am sexy, I am gorgeous, I love myself. Anything that makes you feel like really sexy, you want to say that to yourself every single day. Early in the morning and at night is the best time, but if you can 20 times a day, do it. Because seriously, very soon you will start seeing results. You will start seeing results in your life. You will start seeing suddenly people saying the same thing to you that are around you. You'll be like, where is that coming from? So yeah, so you really want to do that. So when to affirm first thing in the morning, last thing at night, just like I'm sharing. But seriously, I used to tell myself I'm beautiful, I'm sexy like 10, 15 times a day, just to keep affirming. And then after some time, I had people tell me the same thing. And I was like, wow, this stuff works. And I will actually share with you why it works. So this is a water experiment that was done by a Japanese scientist. These are the water molecules that were given the words like, these water molecules were said out eternity, and they changed into this. This is honest, this is respect, and then this is love and gratitude. If you see, the molecules change as the words change, the molecules of the water change. So you want to check this water experiment, it'll come up in the Google. And look at this, I cannot. And the molecules change here as well. If you see, this is like, I can. And again, it changes. I love you. And this is the most gorgeous one. So I love you. And then stupid, look at that. So, and this is a scientific experiment that was done. So we are also 70% water. If we are saying something to water and the molecules of the water change, then whatever you're saying to yourself, it's going to have an impact every single day. And the amazing thing about that is you can change it. You can change today. You can use the words that uplift you, that are going to be like, and it changes the way the molecules of the body are. You can actually change the way you look, the way you feel, the way everything about you can create a new reality starting today. And which is why I wanted to share this experiment with you, because it is actually true. What you say to yourself really, really matters. What you say to yourself every single day matters. So be mindful, basically, and change the words. Change the words you're using and your reality changes. So yes, that's why I wanted to really share this. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I am so happy to be able to share this body image thing with you. And this is a topic that's really close to my heart. So yeah, so you can, if you have any questions or anything, you can connect with me on Glamour and Purpose Instagram, or our website. You can go there, glamourandpurpose.com. And yeah, so feel free to connect with me anytime. And I will put the name of the book that I read and the name of the course that I did, the link in the description, so you can take a look at that. But thank you so much for being with me, and see you soon.